back, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Build, Break, and Fix. Um, to all those people who are new here, of course, we are recorders, which means that we're a team of two developers from Melbourne, Australia, and we're working on a project which adds persistent storage to a current open source project, which is called Scrambler.ca. If you've been following us, you know what we do. If you don't, we are working on a stack which relates to Express.js. We do a lot of fetch APIs. We
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of stuff relating to agile methodology, especially Scrum. We use techs like VS Code, GitHub. You'll see us using Postman as well. So yes, and if you do know, what we were doing yesterday was we were trying to make environment variables on VS Code work, which we think we were really close. But let's see how it unfolds today. So, how are you feeling today, Zen?
Brilliant. Thanks for the introduction.
Mhm.
And yeah, you pretty much covered it all. Let's dive into a fun part, which is
Postman. No, wait, VS Code.
Postman, Postman and VS Code. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go
Right.
share my screen.
Mm-hmm. You go and share your screen, and I'll try fail and adjust until we get the environment variables working on my end without sharing the screen.
Yeah, if you wanna adjust your camera, you're welcome to now. Um, GetDev.
If I wanna what?
If you wanna adjust your camera, if you're not happy with it, you're welcome to adjust it. Now we're live.
Camera.
Yeah, the fade from your camera. Remember?
Yes. So,
It's fine
I'll
though. Like I think it should be fine for now. You
I'll
can see how
just
you're looking on my screen.
okay. Yeah, that should be okay for now though. I don't really
Mhm.
want to waste time on this one. Uh, Gekdev is asking about Tori. Where is it? Have you heard anything from Tori or not?
Yes, he did shoot us a text which I just saw on Slack. So
Oh,
that's kind of
on
our plan.
Slack. Alright,
Yeah.
I haven't got mobile on Slack, so I wouldn't really know, as in
Hmm.
Slack on mobile. But I'll
Hmm.
just log in and see what he's saying
Yep.
on the Mac. Oh, he was asking if he's joining us today, but
Hmm.
the internet still seems a bit clunky.
Hmm.
But he said that it's I don't know. I think
Yeah.
it will work, but I guess it's a bit too late now. Yeah, we can reschedule him as in another
Well,
another
Tori.
time. Please
Yeah.
join Zoom.
Yeah. If you really want to join Tori,
Yeah,
um, you're welcome to.
please do.
Oh wait, let me stop sharing my screen. Then I'll create an invite. Um.
Yeah, just send Tori an invite, as in the link, and
Well.
if he's
Yeah.
free,
Yep. Let me get a
he can
confirmation from
jump on.
him.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Can't wait to for him to come on board as a special guest. That'll be
Yeah.
fun if you can make it.
All right. Okay. He won't be able to join us. That's all good, Tori. Thanks for
Cool.
considering. Okie dokie. Let's get back to work then.
Yeah. That's fine. Alright, you continue to do that, and I'm gonna continue to experiment on my side until we succeed.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, Tori saying, sorry, the main provider finally stated today there's a problem with the C cable. Right, right.
I don't know what
That's
that
fine,
means.
Tori. Hope they can get this sorted, and we can most probably reschedule your guest appearance.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sorry.
in VS Code.
Oh, okay. I block her. No, go away.
How do I use my say my variable VS Code?
Why
Launch
can't I disable ads?
GCP project.
Did Mm-hmm. That's all good, Tori.
If you want to set the variables, it's called embedded term. How to use environment variable in how to use environment variable in Node.
Well, I think so. There's something.
How
No.
to use environment variable in Node. Um, set an environment variable user runtime towards the user object. JSON pause.
Mm-hmm.
We you need to use the environment variable in GitLab.
Mm.
Process ensures environment make process in VR. Right. So let's see if this works. Process env dot base URL.
Right.
Uh, d- d- Tori is saying, well, Twitch doesn't stream for me, but YouTube does.
Mm-hmm. That's all good.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me, GetDev. I'll just get my hoodie because I promised.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Fun.
Alright, so that one base URL. I think that is supposed to be it. Function go URL base URL. And if I do this,
How do we go into the debug views?
debug if you click the, you're already on there.
Oh,
Are you wanting to debug it?
one sec. I just want like like a. Oh, yeah, I think this is what I want. Yeah, probably.
Settings. Oh, this and no.
Ah,
Absolute deployment settings to use environment variable to know.
hmm.
Hang on, I might put some music on, or do you want to do that?
You're welcome to.
Huh? Alright.
You're welcome to do it.
Uh,
Hmm.
you able to hear it? Or not? I think for that, I'll have to share my screen, but that's fine. Continue.
Okay, I'll play music. Yeah.
Yes. Sending you the URL if it's easier for you and it will save time.
For what? You got it?
I've sent you the link to the music.
Oh, I already got it. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
If you want me to play something specific, I don't mind.
No, it was just music is
Yeah.
music, man. Don't worry about it.
Can you hear this?
No, a
Wait a
little bit.
second.
Yeah, that should be fine, but that's too loud.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because it was the drop.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That should be fine.
that's fine. Yeah, cool.
Do you know how to make the launch.json file?
How to make it?
Hmm.
I thought that was already there. As in,
Where is it?
you told me, remember?
Yeah, well, like for a particular project.
Oh, for a particular project, I think there's something you actually have to run a debug, and then it makes a file itself. Hang on, I remember how I did it, and let me check if it works in that way.
Hmm.
Node Chrome. Okay, yeah. If you go to the debug,
Yeah, I am.
actually, I'm gonna enlarge your screen so I can see properly. Yeah, and then do run and debug.
One sec. Did someone join in? Oh,
Oh, Tori's here. In
hello. How's it going,
Welcome,
Tori?
Tori.
Hey, can you
What
guys
a,
hear me?
yes, what a
Yeah,
lovely
yeah, I
surprise.
can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, can you?
Yes, we can.
All right. Wow, I'm on Roar Coders.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, brilliant. Welcome, Tori. Really, really
Wow.
good to have
It's
you.
it's
Yeah.
definitely it's definitely all downhill from here.
Really love to see that. But yeah, no, really good to have you. That was a really lovely surprise.
Thanks for
Um,
having me.
yeah, for sure. All of you guys. Yep, this is Tori. He was supposed to be our special guy
Mhm.
yesterday, but um, he chose to surprise us today, which is a way better, way
Yeah,
better start to this.
yeah.
For sure.
Phenomenal
Do you wanna
surprise.
give us an introduction, Tori?
Sure, I'm Tori. I'm actually currently in Bali. And it looks like we're having some problems with our C cable, like here in Indonesia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty
Ah,
interesting. Yeah, I guess the C cable goes from Bali to Java, and then from Java, I don't
Oh.
know where it goes, but I guess the
Mm-hmm.
problem's there because in Jakarta
Mm-hmm.
there's a AWS data center. I think Google HQ and Facebook,
Right. Yeah.
and they also put a lot of money into those C cables. And I heard
Mm-hmm.
they're also going to be putting in more investment here in Indonesia, putting down more sea cables. So I wonder if it has something to do with construction potentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could be. No, that's
yeah,
all
that
good.
might be.
But yeah, I guess we'll see that apart. But yes, I think that it's a good time because you were the one who started this whole environment variable
Hmm.
initiative.
Yeah.
As soon as we started doing it, it's like, oh, Tori popped in.
Tori popped in. Perfect timing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was just speaking curious, as in you're talking about the C cable. I don't know, I might be from the Stone Age, but I haven't really heard, as in, what is a C cable though? As in, does it go under the sea or?
Honestly, I've never seen one myself. I've only heard about it, but I think it's actually laid on the sea floor, but I could be totally wrong about that.
Right.
Mhm.
That's pretty fascinating stuff, though.
Mm.
Yeah. As far as I understand, actually, like most, I could be totally wrong about this, but I think I read once that like most of the world is wired up that way through from
Yeah.
these floor sea
Mhm.
cables.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right, right.
I wonder in Australia too, where you guys are. I don't know where it goes and comes from.
Hmm.
Yeah, me neither.
Imagine just one cable handling the whole island internet. The cable messes up, the internet's gone on whole of Australia.
Yeah, yeah, true. So, Tori, what's life in Bali, as in Gagdev asked, at the moment?
uh, Life Bali, like what type of questions do we got? What's life
As
in
in,
Bali like?
What's your daily life? Like, what do you do every day? Is it
yeah,
different from any
yeah.
first, like,
Uh,
Is it any different? I stare at my computer screen like most of the day, like you guys, I'm sure.
Mhm.
And then if I turn to the right, I got a nice rice field over here and stuff. So that's a little bit different. I guess the other aspect too is I'm like, if you notice, I'm actually working outside, and so
Mhm.
yeah.
my office is outside. I just have a roof. Um,
Ah,
but I love it because the weather is pretty much perfect every day.
Boy. Yeah.
Um, like
Right.
I'm not even wearing pants right now. No underwear.
Uh-huh.
that's
and,
pretty interesting. Yeah.
and
TMI.
so yeah, like for me it's great because I can be like really productive, and at the same time
Mhm.
the environment's just so relaxing too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But like originally I'm from near Boston in Massachusetts, you know,
Mhm.
which would be much more like Melbourne, and so
Yeah.
Right, right, right. Mhm.
except our winters are far worse.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. That is true.
True. So, what made you, as in, go to Bali though, as in from the US?
I started coming to Bali like 5 years ago, and
Hmm.
actually, I was planning on going to Australia. And when I got this ticket, it was actually a little bit more convenient and cheaper to fly to Bali first, and I had never been.
Ah.
And so
Mhm.
I stopped, and I had like a couple days here, and then I just canceled my onward ticket.
Oh.
So yeah, the
Yeah.
first time I came here, I stayed here like 2 months, and then
Mhm.
I went on to Melbourne eventually, and I stayed there for like a week. And
Right.
Right, right,
You didn't
right.
like it here?
I
Apparently
mean,
not.
it, you know what? I didn't even get a chance to experience it because when I
Yeah.
got there, I got a flu like right away, so I was in my bed for like
Ah, right.
4 days. But I think I stayed in Footscray.
All right.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very nice. That's
yeah.
pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty good. That just you're coming to Melbourne and you just stayed in Bali just because. No,
Yeah,
very nice.
I've heard that life, as in overall things in Bali, are pretty cheap, and all the kind of entrepreneurs, they actually, I mean, I've heard this phrase that if you want to actually become an entrepreneur, you should start from that place.
Yeah, I
Is that right?
mean, well, I can't speak to any success in doing that, but I would say there's definitely a community that is
Mm,
involved in doing startups, and they do have some, I guess, relatively maybe I don't know if you want to call them famous co-working spaces, but they do have some pretty active co-working spaces. Right now, everything's like really quiet. So like
Mm,
GecDev asks
mm,
about tourism. Yeah, like there's nobody here,
yeah.
pretty much.
mm.
Right.
Um,
Is
but yeah,
there is there WeWork there? That's the main question.
I don't know if there's a WeWork. I don't think so, but maybe there might be. And then actually Indonesia has its own like chain of
Mhm.
co-working called GoWork, which I know they have an office here. So that's kind of like their WeWork. Most of it is in Jakarta, the main city, but
Yeah. Very
um,
nice.
but yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. And in my past here, like these days, I don't really meet a lot of people, because of
Mhm.
COVID and everything.
Yeah.
But like in my travels here, my time spent here, I've met I remember I even met an engineer from Facebook. He was here on
Oh.
vacation.
Mm.
I've
Oh,
met
that.
other developers in the past. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And how many days a week do you spend at the beaches?
Oh, actually, I don't. Well, I used to live near the beach,
Mhm.
but now I live like more in the center, where it's more like rice fields and stuff. I moved here
Ooh,
like a year ago, but yeah, like I used to spend a lot of time at the beach. It's nice.
very
Um,
nice.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool. No,
That's actually
in-
awesome stuff, though. Mm-hmm.
yeah, come
Because
here, start your failed startup. It'll be a great experience. I mean, your successful startup.
I,
so
I like
that
I like
helps.
the way you put that in the first place. Start your failed stuff, and it will be a great.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, I mean the title of the show, like
Yeah.
it's
Build
all in
break.
there, right? You
Yeah.
don't you don't get it right the first time.
No.
Elon didn't get it right the first
Yeah.
time.
For sure.
Exactly. It's all as in a part of the journey. You try, you fail, you adjust. Try, fail,
Mhm.
adjust.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Cool.
fantastic.
Right. Do you guys wanna get back to the
Um,
works?
just one
Yeah.
more questions for Tori that Gagdev asked. What languages do you code in?
I code in JavaScript. I'm pretty much like pure JavaScript guy.
Mhm.
I've learned like a tiny amount of Python and Java, but like I do like 100% of my work in JavaScript because I can
Right.
just do front end, back end,
Yeah. Very nice. That's pretty
and
cool.
I like it. You can do whatever you want. It
Hmm.
has
Mm-hmm.
it has very few rules to follow, unlike other languages.
I like
Yeah,
.NET.
for sure. That's true.
I think you're the first person I've talked to that said that.
Okay. I'm just being sarcastic, don't worry.
Okay.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that was
Yeah.
true, though. But nah,
Cool.
that's cool.
So shall we get back to more fun?
Yeah, for sure. So while
Cool.
we do work, Tori,
Hmm.
do you want to talk about your career switch?
Yeah.
Sure. Um, so yeah, like I used to be a small business owner, and I do some consulting with that as well. But I used to be a small business owner
Hmm.
prior to being a developer,
Okay.
and in that it was a lot of it was focused on e-commerce.
Ah,
So that was like I had been doing that for 10 years, and
Yeah,
like obviously like
you got pretty
there
good
were
at it.
there yeah, sure. I mean, I'm always like a more like technical type of person and
mm,
operational type of person.
Hmm.
Um,
Very
like
nice.
I yeah, and so like doing that gave me a lot of like bits and doses of exposure to coding and
Yeah.
programming. And there were just like so many problems in the business,
mm-hmm.
um, you know, around those things. So sometimes like I would attempt things myself if I
Right, right,
could. And
right.
it
Mm.
was, yeah. And just, so like I think the first time I programmed like when I'm a kid is like maybe a TI calculator.
Oh, right.
What's a
maybe
TI?
Texas Instrument like graphing calculator. Do you guys have
Oh,
those?
right. I don't know about them.
No.
Okay,
Maybe
so
Kay
in the
does. Mhm.
in the US, like it was so common to use for high school.
Ah, right.
So it's like these really bad graphing calculators, but they were programmable. So like I
Mm-hmm.
remember we had games on
Is
those.
it something like this?
Yeah, something a little bit bigger and bulkier.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
right.
Got it.
That looks like a Casio.
Yeah, it is a
Is that-
Casio.
Is it a Casio?
I don't know why I know that.
That's a
Maybe you built
phrase.
it.
I was thinking like, oh, that's a terrible Casio you have there, Kartik.
Yeah, it is. I just do like basic
Tori can
calculation.
build a better one, isn't it, Tori?
But yeah, like on those graphing calculators, people would write these programs. Don't ask me the language. I have no idea.
Wow, really?
But yeah, like and then kids somehow like this is like almost pre-internet too, or like like
Yeah.
pre 56K modems, and somehow we would get games on there, and then we would just like mod them, like go into the game and mod them. So
Yeah,
like
very nice.
that was like really the first time I probably could say I really wrote some code. And then of course like I don't know if it's probably before you guys, but like back in the day we had things like GeoCities.
Wow, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, you got
No idea.
Right. But I'm just really curious, as in, we know that you have actually transitioned from as in e-commerce to software development. Why software development?
Oh, well, like during the pandemic, I had to shut down my business like for I don't know why it's so dark suddenly. That's weird. I had to shut down my business, and then there we go. And then like basically the state made us shut down for like I think 3 or 4 months.
Right.
And so I was already like on the edge of wondering like how long we could hold on when like COVID first hit, because we all knew like the shutdown was going to come. And so then my business partner left like 4 months into it, just because we thought it was going to be years.
Yeah.
and so like I held on to the business for like a few more months after that, and then I just threw in the towel, and I'm like, you know what, like I'm just gonna go do that thing I always wanted to do, which is just go learn software development.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
That's a pretty cool story though. Did you wanna ask something, Kay?
No, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Gagdev's asking, what's your favorite movie, Tori?
My favorite movie? Wow, that's a good question. Jeez, I like I'm not a person who has favorites. Like, I'm sorry, I can't.
You're
I
living
can't
in
like.
Bali by choice. So. That's a good explanation.
So you pretty much go by your mood then, is it?
For movies?
Yeah.
Oh man, well, I'm kind of picky, honestly, when it comes to movies.
Right.
What's that? I'm having some input over here. No? Okay.
Not Star Wars?
Not Star Wars, sorry. That's your favorite movie.
Say hello,
But like what's the last cool movie we watched?
Fast and the Furious 9.
I haven't
Black
watched
Widow.
it. I think right now we're watching Suicide Squad,
Oh,
the second
okay.
one.
Right.
Have you guys seen it?
Nah.
I think I've seen the first one, but not the second one yet. Mhm. How is it though?
It's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, like
Okay.
it's pretty good. Like it's like it's not super serious, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Cool. That makes sense though. I think in movies you're supposed to have a bit of laugh. They shouldn't be too serious or too funny. Just right in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you describing this show?
Oh,
Okay.
she caught me there. She caught me there.
I
I was
wouldn't
like,
take it.
huh?
Jan, I wouldn't take it. I would have
Huh?
said something. I wouldn't take it. I would have said something. Come on, Jan.
What would you have said then?
I don't know. I wouldn't have taken it.
To be honest, I didn't really understand it in the first place, so
Okay.
I was kind of lost of words. Hmm.
Checking.
But,
Just
huh?
having fun.
I know. Yeah. Gagdev saying my favorite movie is Harry Potter. Yeah, Gagdev, I love Voldemort. He's my favorite.
Voldemort.
Do you watch Harry Potter?
Here we go.
There we go again. Right, so Kate, do you wanna tell us where we are at the moment for these environment variables, so we can actually use this stream a bit more productively for Tori, so he can actually learn something and not
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yes. No, for sure. I think I'm something along the lines. I'll send you guys this link. Um, so you'll have a private chat option on the side in the right
Oh,
panel. So you'll get the link there.
that's exclusive. Cool.
Yeah.
The regular folks in the chat, you guys don't get that.
No.
Mm-mm.
You gotta get on this show.
You have to get on the show to get that option.
It's exclusive to the show.
Yeah. But Tori, do you have any ideas for the environment variable? Because I think it'll be great if it comes from you. I know you did some research and you sent me some links. I think I have them as well. Let's see.
What do we? So we're
Yeah. I'll tell you what
launch.
we're trying to do.
Launch.
So what we're trying to do is that you know how in the middleware, you know pretty much how our app works, right?
Kind of.
We have a backend and we have a middleware, which
Uh-huh.
works. The middleware works on fetch. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Yes. That being said, so the way it works is that the person who was spamming us gets the URL from the middleware. So what we're trying to do is that in the middleware, instead of saying the URL, we'll just write the environment variable.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that's it.
And so are you trying to put that in your YAML?
Not really. We're trying to put in our .vs code file, which is gonna be get ignored, so that we don't actually push anything of that sort up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you guys are working on this. So, .env. Well, I was actually doing this. This is a different way because I was
Yeah.
I was working on the environment variables with the SAM or whatever cloud formation template.
All right.
Ah,
Now we
right.
already ruled that out yesterday.
Yeah.
According
Oh
to
yeah,
them,
oh
it
yeah.
belongs in the
Why?
bin.
Why is that?
Zen, you'll explain.
Why are you laughing?
So Zen brought this up yesterday as well, and I just asked
And
him
now I
like,
get it.
where are you gonna use it? Zen was like, it belongs in the bin. we, we can't use it, right? Like, because the backend doesn't use the environment variable. Like the backend
Hmm.
just doesn't need the URL. You know what I mean?
So I guess what Kay's trying to probably say is that we don't need the how to do it in the backend because that's not where our API endpoint is shown. Our
Hmm.
API endpoint is actually shown in the middleware, which is
Here.
in the front end
Yeah.
microservice. So if you see there on line 2, it
True.
shows the API endpoint. So we are trying
Mm,
to figure out as in how to reference this from our launch.settings.json.
Hmm. And I think I almost have
Mm.
it. I'll show you what am I doing, and let's see if it works. Whew. Okay. This guy is
interesting. Then I'm gonna learn something.
yes, for sure. So I'll explain to you guys. The way it works is that every time you do something in VS Code, there's a hidden file called .vs Code, which you probably add in your .gitignore as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that file has launch configurations and settings configuration, which are only relative to your machine. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
you just don't push it to GitHub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That being said, so the way it's going to work is that we're going to define an env variable in which, oh wait, is it too small?
No, I think it's alright. For me, I don't know about Tori.
Is it all right, Tori?
Yeah. I was actually reading the article too.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I sent you guys the article as well. Oh, come on, boy. Let's work. Oh, there we go. 1 second. Yeah, ad blockers can be interesting. Okay. Yes. So the way it's going to work is that we're going to base the actual URL here, and as it's going to be in our gitignore file, it's never going to get pushed up. So no one's
Mm-hmm.
going to get to see our URL ever.
Hmm.
So I guess the stage we are at the moment is we are just trying to figure out how to, because we've already defined the environment variable in launch.json, we are trying to figure out how to reference that in our middleware.js.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, this looks like
French?
this is using gulp.
This one, yeah. Yeah. Down it is.
Oh, down, not at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I didn't even know you could do this from the launch file.
Oh, yeah. Even I didn't know until I opened Stack Overflow.
We're just learning at the same time while doing it.
Let's see. Okay, I'll try to give it a go now. Um, what do I want? I don't
But
want
how
any.
are you referencing it?
I'll show you. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Huh. Well,
I mean, that's how this guy is doing it. So,
Cactus says break, build, sleep.
okay.
That's hilarious. But
Yeah, I mean that's the problem with live coding, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys definitely do a good job keeping it interesting with the live coding.
Thank you.
thank you, Tori. Really appreciate it. And now you have actually added a bit more flair to it.
I like the
Okay.
chat. The chat is pretty rowdy. I don't think you guys are paying attention.
Nah, it is. Most of the time, it is pretty. Yeah,
Hmm.
it just gets wild at one point. That's all good.
Especially when they talk about some particular topics, and I'm not gonna be specific here.
Let's talk about some energy drinks then.
The healthier ones.
Yeah. hell
Can I get those? I wonder if I can get those here. I really want to give it a try now.
Do you really want
Not really. I just want to let you guys know I'm drinking. Well,
Mhm.
let Zane know I'm giving it a shot.
Okay, cool. I don't know
You
if
gotta
they
support the channel.
surely. Thank you, Tori. Sponsors, come on. But yeah, I'll have to let you know. Because I don't really know at the moment if they do it there. Let you know. What what's your favorite healthy energy drink, Tori? Jack
Coffee.
that was asking.
Definitely coffee.
to?
I don't know if I can say that on this channel though.
Now you
Hey.
can. You're on Gig Dev team then.
Okay.
I love your sense of humor, to be honest.
Okay. See how this works. Very interesting. Why is it not loading up?
Nothing matches the given URL. I think you would probably which base URL are you using at the moment in thing
Sorry, come on.
launch.js? In your launch file, which base URL are you using?
I'm just trying to print the base URL for now. But turns
Okay,
out,
cool. Right.
yeah, it has decided not to work today. Like the whole middleware isn't working. Oh, I know why. No one saw that.
It's always interesting when Case says, "I know why," and then it raises all the mysteriousness of the solution. And it go, yeah, come on, go, guys.
I
Have a
wasn't
guess.
inside the client. That's the reason why it wasn't working. Okay, so I did alert process.env base URL, which should go inside this thing and say
Yeah,
development, or I just say I am
yes.
a URL now. Okay. See.
There we go. And
Very nice.
alert.
Yeah, once. Oh wow. Okay, that is small.
That's tiny. What does it say?
It's not alerting with anything. Uncode
No,
reference.
I meant the arrow. What does that say? Because we can't see the.
Yeah, one sec. It says uncode reference. I'll show you. Process is not defined. Okay, boys. Why?
So is there any particular reason why you want to do it through this launch JSON file?
I guess the only reason is that we don't want to push this thing on the URL on GitHub, and this is one thing which actually doesn't get pushed to GitHub.
Why
And
don't
we
you
can work.
Why don't you just use an environment file?
Oh, you mean, oh yeah, yeah, we can use an env file, yeah. um yeah, it's just that it would have been integrated with VS Code. Do you know how to do an env file?
Um,
Let's see.
Usually,
Very nice.
what's the front end?
um Mostly React, is it?
Mostly React. Yeah, then you just throw
S-
React secret. I think React underscore secret
Oh yeah.
so
as the key.
I just wanna confirm at the moment. Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Okay. I just wanna confirm at the moment that the front end isn't React at the moment.
Oh,
It's
okay.
purely, yeah, it's not actually pure React at the moment. It's HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but we are
Mhm.
actually, when we are done with the MVC, we will be going back to the front end and converting it into React. So React is the goal, but at the moment it's in vanilla JavaScript.
Vanilla JS. Okay.
Mhm.
Then I think you would just just like I'm pretty sure you just throw it in like a Node.js.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm
Hmm.
trying to do now. This one says,
In React, you actually have to type, I think, React underscore secret, and then the name of the
right.
key.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry about that, GagDev. I actually meant MVP, not MVC. It's some .NET things. They are still stuck into my subconscious mind, as in the design pattern and everything, model view controller and all that amazing stuff.
Okay. Interesting. You know what I'm
Um. Mhm.
thinking? And we left the validations in the middle to do this. Should we go back and complete validations, or should we sort this out?
I guess we should stick to this because at the moment it's fresh in our mind,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
I
Hmm.
think we are as in nearly there. It's just a matter of finding out how to reference
Yeah.
those base URL into middleware.js.
Hmm. Did you get something then, like with this?
I'm trying to find out exactly what you are as well, but I'm not
Yeah.
having any joy until now.
Hmm.
and Zane, are you also worried about your AWS bill?
It'll be not anymore, not anymore, not anymore. Because I know I'm about to go bankrupt soon.
That's why we're gonna
Very
spin
nice.
up a bunch of Alexa apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like calculator one, calculator two.
Jack Dev's asking what's the point of putting the URL in an env variable?
Do you want to explain that then? Or Tori?
Yeah, for sure. So the point is that we don't wanna disclose the URL. So if we put the actual URL in the launch.json file, then it would be only in our machine, and we won't be committing it to GitHub. And in the middleware.js, we will just be referencing that environment variable in order to call the URL, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Yeah.
The URL isn't meant to be a secret.
Is like we're gonna configure course for sure, right? Like, but
Mm-hmm.
that's something which is ahead. Like 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for now, we just wanna, uh, Yeah, I mean we can do a proper rate limiting, yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but for now, also because we are streaming and the URL is open, um, thought it'll be a better idea to just not show the URL at all. Just
True.
get away.
There's clearly some bad actors in the chat.
Hmm. Sure. Oh boy. Okay.
Change DynamoDB to be pre-provision for. Ah,
Yeah,
so
we
you
can do that.
can also do that. You get 25 read and writes free forever. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
There's a lot of.
As soon as soon as the word free comes, Tori's air stand off. Okay. So, okay. I'm just thinking, do we want to do that instead? How
You wanna
GetDev is saying.
pre-provisioning?
I mean, it won't cost us.
Um,
It's free, so why not?
just to be sure, what do you mean by pre-provisioning? Sam? Like, like for me, what I've learned, pre-provision would mean that just the maximum capacity, like the application can run out. Like, can you explain that to me?
To be honest with you, I don't know the actual definition, but I am thinking that that would be the
Mhm.
definition based on common sense, as in pre-configure how many records we can actually have in that in that in that table. Am I right, GetDev?
Provision free tier. AWS provides a free tier with the following resources include 25 read and write provision capacity units, 25 gigs of data storage. Okay.
Is that
Okay. Yeah.
Dynamo?
Yeah.
Yes, that's DynamoDB. Okay. Interesting.
Let me check how that can be done. Oh, it's
Mhm.
35 already.
Hmm.
Time literally flies.
Hmm. Do you wanna join us tomorrow, Tori, as well?
Sure,
Tori,
sure. Why not?
amazing.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess like if we are not able to do it today, we're gonna probably um jump on and do just the pre-provision. I guess we can just do pre-provisioning and then finish
Yeah.
validation with you for sure.
Mm. Hmm. I'm thinking about this same as well.
Hmm.
What?
See this?
5 times.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
it's time
Before
for
you
Tori
finish,
to do all the push-ups.
come.
You need the
Oh,
beach body, Tori.
yeah.
that's
Beach body for
that
body.
that's how you treat your guests on your show.
Yes. I guess no, not
I'll
every
I'll
guest.
do them all for you guys. I'll
Yeah,
do
for
them all
sure.
for you.
See all the cool guests
Yep.
and did the push-ups on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially the second one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I
All
guess
right.
let's do push-ups
Let's
and
do
call
it.
it a night.
Mhm. All right. Let's do that. I'm gonna
Mhm.
set up my thing a bit.
Ooh. Welcome back to Road Chorus blog, guys. We're gonna push. You know this is gonna get clipped, so better do it nice. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Should Should be visible now. Okay. Then do you want to count? Then, can you hear us?
He's ready. He's
Okay,
he's in the zone.
I'll give the count. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the deal. Tori, you look like you want to do more.
No way, I'm spent. That was the hardest thing I did all day.
Enough. Apart from joining the stream with the internet's pretty good though. Yeah, I actually didn't feel any sort of latency or
Oh, good.
any
Oh,
sort
man.
of problems with that.
Good,
But
good, good.
yes, I guess we'll have you tomorrow for sure. But thank you everyone for joining in, and thank you Tori for the
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And also bring your water next time.
I'll bring my water. Okay.
Yes.
Water.
Yeah, water.
Water.
Yeah.
Thanks,
But-
guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. So I think we did make some progress today when we understood a lot of stuff relating to environment variables, even if we're not going to use it. At least we know how it works, and at least we know where they are. Tomorrow we're gonna start working on pre-provisioning DynamoDB, which to my capacity still I think, which means that we're just gonna specify a maximum amount that an application can consume from that table. Which means that the person who's doing the for loop will not be able to consume a lot of table memory. Also, Zen, we can't hear you if you're trying to speak.
Here we go.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, tomorrow come back and we're gonna do a lot of AWS stuff. So don't forget to wear AWS hoodies, guys. If you have one,
And call the
AWS gods.
AWS gods
yes.
to help us out.
Thanks
Right.
guys for joining us. And GigDev, please send me the clip on Slack. I can't copy the chat.
Yeah, me too, please.
Yes.
Right, guys. Thank you, and everything has been done by Kay, so I'll just end it. So if
Mhm.
you, Tori, if you wanna join with Kay and just say the word different task, okay?
Mhm. I'll tell you
When
when.
yeah, okay.
Different
So,
task.
Yeah.
No,
Not right now. Not right now.
in a bit. In a bit. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, and
A different.
Task.
there we go. Perfect, guys. Have a good night.
All right. Good night,
Cheers.
everyone.
Bye.